so much. So I'm Steve Roger Phillips, the Warrior of Peace, and this is the Warrior's Quest. I was 13, come off a bus from football. I jumped off a minibus with my mates, ran up the park hill, and there was loads of people shouting, "Steve, there's an ambulance outside your house, Steve, quick!" I sprinted up to the house. I got to the house, looked around, there was notes everywhere saying go next door. I went next door. If you saw me on that day, it's probably a little bit like today, my hand was shaking like hell. And there was tea going everywhere. They said, "Steve, your dad's been taken away in an ambulance. He's had a heart attack." My brother came back, took me for a spin up the mountain. My mother couldn't speak to me. And he said, "Steve," he broke the news to me, "your dad's dead." I was 13. I felt like a rug had been just pulled beneath me. Everything was going great up until then. We had a lovely family life. And from that point forward, things started falling apart. My school results, I started hanging out with the wrong people, started getting into drugs. In London, in fact, that's when I smoked my first joint outside a pub in London, as it was. But it was from that I started asking the important questions in life. Like, who are we? Why are we here? Where do we go when we die? And what the hell is the point of all this? That's when I started the Warrior's Quest. And I was a little bit of a party animal, I have to say. So I can really relate to Zoe and all the dancing stuff. But there was a lot of drugs, there was a lot of alcohol, and I had a bit of a problem. And as we all know, what goes up must come down, right? I was depressed. I saw a child psychiatrist with my mum, because my mum was just so worried about me. And he tried to prescribe me. I'd already been prescribed antidepressants by the doctor. The psychiatrist said he wanted to admit me to a mental health hospital. I said no, he gave me the choice. I said no because I knew that if he admitted me, that I wouldn't be able to commit suicide. I tried committing suicide 3 times, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I failed miserably, thankfully, because I'm here today to be able to share my story. My mum went and met somebody else just 2 years after my dad had died, and this was a very traumatic and difficult time for me. And I was a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. I was in my bedroom, just a small bedroom this one time, and he came into my bedroom and he grabbed me by the shoulders and he said, "Steve, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" Those words had never rung in my head so loudly before in my life. And this might be an opportunity for you to reflect on what it is that you want. But that really made me reflect. I was thinking, what do I want? I know, I want a Welsh cap in rugby. I didn't know how the hell I was going to do it, but I started goal setting from that point forward. We put a timeline on it. I'm forever grateful to Bob, my mother's partner, for this. And like what the speaker said just now about joining the dots on the way back, only now I can look back and with gratitude for my stepdad. Oops. Sorry guys. So I gained my Welsh cap in rugby. And we won the 4 Nations tournament. We did beat England as well, but sorry. We were unbeaten, sorry guys, I had to get out of me. And I went on and played semi-professionally from that point forward. And I thought this was my big opportunity in Australia, playing for a feeder team to the Queensland Reds. Just 4 games into the season, getting used to the hard grounds and stuff. I was sprinting back to save a try, and there was a ball. I just hit the ball back, just managed to hit the ball back to save the try. But there was a guy breathing down my neck, and he cracked down on my shoulder, and my shoulder popped through. Oh, I was lying on the floor and I was in excruciating agony. Anyone done a shoulder before? Wow, it is pain. And has anybody seen the film with Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon? Yeah. You know, like when he was in the bathroom and he was just popping his shoulder back in, quite heroic? I was nothing like that. I was walking off, I could feel every divot, I was crying like a little girl. Sorry, yeah, nothing wrong. Nothing against little girls. But the main message of my talk is through every adversity carries an equal seed, a greater or equal seed. Who can finish that off? of opportunity and benefit, right? So that's Napoleon Hill quote. But when I was out there, I started to sink back into depression. I was offered antidepressants again, but I knew there was another way. Has anybody been in a situation where all the logic is pointing in one direction, but inside, deep inside, there's something else telling you there's another way? Maybe family members or something getting in the way, but deep inside of you, they know there's another way. I knew there was another way. I didn't know what it was, but even just that knowing and that desire led me to the library. Dealing with depression, you can heal your life, you can change your life in 7 days. The definitive book in body language. I'd never read a book before in my life. I thought I had dyslexia, I couldn't actually read. I picked up these books on personal development and I started devouring them. It wasn't the fact that I couldn't read, it was I was reading crap that I didn't even want to read. They're feeding us crap. I came back from Australia and the ladders to success, I started climbing the ladders to success. I started working in a rugby club. Then I managed the rugby club. Then I went to the oil refinery. Then I was a sales rep, knocking doors as an insurance sales rep. Then the area manager as a sales rep. Never stop dreaming. I've heard it so many times in these talks that impossible, and what I'm going to say is something slightly different. Impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. That's what my spiritual teacher used to say.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Woo. So never stop dreaming. I came to London, co-owned a detox clinic in Kensington. I loved it, but I was working with millionaires, people I was aspiring to become. And I realised that sometimes they had more issues than what I had.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what is this about? This is what I'm supposed to be going for. I had a fertility test because I've been taking a lot of drugs throughout my life, alcohol and stuff. And the doctor sat there and told me I was infertile and wouldn't have kids in this life. For me, that was really sad because I always considered myself to be a family man. So from that point forward, I really focused on my spiritual life. I got into conspiracy theories, metaphysics, so many different things, but I knew there was something else. I was in the shower this one day. I don't want to paint any pictures, but I was in the shower this one day. Far from it, I was in tears. I had tears dripping down my face. And I was crying to God. I said, God, I know there's another way. I know there's something. I know there's more. I can see there's a veil and it's really thin. Please show me. I know there's more. Just 2 weeks later, you might want to grab the drum. Just 2 weeks later, I'm in a Hare Krishna temple chanting. If anybody knows the words, sing along. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Anyway, so I felt like I'd come home. That was my message. That was my answer from God. I then met a naturopath called Emma Jones. All the fingers were pointing in her direction. All of the signs were. She helped me with my nutrition. She sorted my health out and also sorted my fertility out. This is Emma Jones. She's now my wife. These are my two beautiful daughters. I now have conscious business owners to live their dreams with my 12-month conscious network, and that's my book, The Warrior of Peace. I'm just going to flick through because I know the time's running short. Jason Chan said some really lovely things. He's a Hay House author about my book. And this is Tracy from Pretenders, Andy Harrington, Shane Williams, Wales and British Lion. So I'm trying to go fast because I know there's little time. David Hamilton, G.T. Fox, just to give you a bit of background, Success Resources, CEO. This is my network. I only set an intention in January that I wanted a network of Warriors of Peace. And this is now my network. Warriors of Peace stand for what is right, empathise with others, are on purpose, and are agents of transformation. Amen. I am a warrior of peace. Are you?
Yes!
Are you?
Yes!
Come on! This is my guru from India. His name is Sri Rama Viharidas Babaji. All glories to him. I believe it's because of him I'm able to stand here and have so much energy. This is the Tulsi Trust, the charity that I had to give to. These are some of the companies I've worked with and for. And more importantly, these are some testimonials. This guy didn't know what he wanted back last year on a retreat. Then he decided from my session that he wanted a retreat centre, an eco-retreat centre. Within 3 weeks he was phoning me up and he said, Steve, I put a deposit down on an eco-retreat centre. And now he's going through the second process of planning. Zena Cooper, back in January, my event New Year, New You, where I launched the Warriors of Peace Network.
She already had written a book, but from the event, she had different ideas and wanted to come up with a new version. Within just 3 months, she had written 3 chapters of the new book, submitted it to me, so I reviewed it, and then she submitted it to Hay House. And just recently, she found out that she's got a contract for Hay House worth £5,000, well, worth more than £5,000. It was a £5,000 publishing deal. And Mark Oakley, he's here today. He's going to be speaking to you and sharing his very inspiring story. Mark is an aspiring speaker, and he is on a phenomenal journey of self-healing and also helping others. This is what gives me my juice now, is helping other people to achieve success. And in fact, that gives me more fulfillment than my own success. Thank you so much for listening.